Today I just wanted to have a quick little talk about something I see a lot of guitarists doing without realizing it, and something that really affects the sound of their open chords much more than like I said, they probably realize. Now you might fall into this category, you might not, but just take a look at what I'm going to talk about and see if this might apply to you. So a lot of guitarists, when they play certain chords like G, something E minor, you can hit all the strings with your right hand, and it sounds fine. Now other chords like D, for example, you're supposed to play it from the 4th string down. Same with C, A minor. There's tons of chords that you actually can't use the 6th string for. Now one way of going about it is actually not hitting the 6th string, so playing from the 5th string down or the 4th string down, but when you're doing like a full rhythm, say we're going like a full rhythm on D, for a lot of you this is going to be very hard to try to just ignore the 2 strings up here, so the 5th and 6th string. Now as you get going and further along, it's a lot easier, the longer you play the guitar for, to actually single out, say, those 2 strings and not hit them. But when you're first starting, what you really need to do is actually mute the 5th and 6th strings. Now here's 2 different examples, 2 different ways that I mute strings that might help you. So the first one, say we're playing a chord like C. Okay? We can do 2 things. We can take our 3rd finger, which is on the 5th string at the 3rd fret, and actually lightly touch the 6th string without pushing down, just touching it. So you almost butt your finger up against it to mute that string. So then if you hit all the strings, it doesn't matter. You can actually hear the rest of the strings without the 6th string. It's muted out. Now another way to go about this is actually use your thumb straight up and down over the top, just lightly touching the string. So instead of using that finger, the 3rd finger to touch it, you use your thumb. So you're not going to actually push down, you're just going to touch the string so it mutes it. So you don't want to hear that sound, you just want to hear that, like the string's muted. So this is a time where we actually want the string to be muted. Okay, now you'll see a lot of resources out there saying that it's never good to put your thumb over the top. I tend to go from the school that a lot of players that I like use their thumb over the top, especially when they're performing, right? So when you're doing big bends like Eric Clapton, all those guys will put their thumb over the top to get some more leverage. Now when I'm playing chords and when I'm bending, doing a lot of stuff, I will actually put my thumb over the top like that to either mute up the string or get some more leverage from my fingers. Now the one thing you don't want to do is put your thumb to the side, but for this example, muting it out is totally fine to have it on top. So if we're playing like a chord like D, we can hit all the strings, and the A isn't going to sound too bad in the D chord, right? So if you don't want to single those 4 strings out and just play them by themselves, you can mute just the 6th string with your thumb, play them all, it's going to sound great. So this is a D over A chord, but to me it sounds just as full as a D. It's really nice, almost fuller than a D. Okay, so the 2 different examples of the ways you can mute are going to be with your 3rd finger, lightly touching against a string that you don't want to hear. So same thing if you're playing like the 3-string version of F, say on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string, you can touch the 5th string to get that sound. And when you're using any other chord, like I was saying A minor, your thumb can also get in there and mute. So you have your 3rd finger mute and your thumb mute for your left hand. Alright, so try to apply it to your chords. So the main chords to apply to: A minor, C, D, you do F, unless you're doing a bar chord, but the small version of F, D7, basically anything that doesn't have a 6th string root. So try it out, and hopefully this will help you out with your playing.